Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Suraj Naik and I'm here to help you learn MS Excel, that is Microsoft Excel from the very basics. Now, it does not matter whether you're a student, working professional, or anyone who is curious to learn about MS Excel, this channel is for you. I have been using Excel for the past 1 to 1.5 years and I'm learning new skills every single day. Excel is a powerful tool to say it's not just a tool, but it's a superpower which helps you to solve your problems, analyze the data, automate your tasks. With the help of these things, the users can make the decisions in a smarter and faster manner. Now, take an example. Suppose you're running a shop of your own and you need to take the count of the amount of sales you have made on a day. Now, in general, what do the shop owners do? As of the many shops I have seen, not the large shops, I mean to say the small shops or a shop which has just started. They take a book and a pen and write down all the things in the book and a pen. And at the end of the day, what they do is they take their calculator, calculate all the amount and write the totals. Okay, this is a time consuming and too many manual ones. Now suppose what if they use an Excel? They have to do nothing, just come to the Excel, type what they have sold in a day, the amount and the total. Just by inserting a formula, they can get the total. Guess what? They don't need to insert a formula every single day. By keeping the functions or by using the Excel, they can just put the formula at once and they can get the results. Now, to start with the Excel class, I am not going to directly give you the formulas to help you get a task done. I'm going to help you learn step by step the MS Excel so that you can learn every single function present in it and make the best use of it. Now, let's get started. Now, as you all can see, when you open an Excel, the same interface opens to you. The interface will be somewhat like this. Now, I am using a Microsoft 365 version and it depends upon the version you use. The interface may vary, but the functions and the use of the functions will remain the same. Now to start with, I will tell you a list of names which we frequently use in the Excel. To start with, first we need to know what is a tab. Now as you can see at the top of the page we can see there is something written as file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, etc. All these things are known as tab. When we click on a tab, that is, now suppose I click on a home tab, we'll get a list of ribbons. Now what is a ribbon? As you can see in the home tab, there are so many functions. This every function is known as a ribbon. Under this ribbon, there is a subsection where you can see there is something written as clipboard, font, alignment, number, style, cells, etc. This everything are sections in a ribbon. You can use these sections. I'm going to talk about it further. Now, coming to where you enter the data, analyze the data, etc. To come up, there are so many boxes which you can see in your page. To start with, if you want to select any box, not called a box, it's called a cell. Now suppose I click somewhere here. Now see the rectangular box, that is rectangular cell, that is the border of that cell gets highlighted. That is nothing but the Excel tells you that you have selected that cell. Now if I want to write something, suppose I write my name, it gets written over there. That is the Excel tells you that you have selected that cell and you are going to write or perform your function on that cell. Now how do we get the location of that cell? For that you need to come somewhere over here. I've kept the mouse in that box which says name box. Now this tells where your cell is located. Now suppose you come to this column, it tells B1, that is nothing but the upper element, that is A, B, C, D. All these are called as a columns, and 1, 2, 3, everything, these are called as the rows. Now if I click on the cell over here, it tells me that my cell is in the location A1, that is nothing but at the A column and at the first row. Or if I click somewhere over here, it tells that it's in the D column and at the first row. Now that you have understood what is a tab, what is a ribbon, what are the section, what is a name box, what is a cell, now we'll proceed further. Now, whenever we work in an Excel, we are going to work in a sheet which is called as Excel worksheet. In an Excel workbook, we can use multiple Excel worksheets where you can analyze the data or do any kind of stuff. Now, as you can see in the data, we are having currently three worksheets. That is to say, basic details at the first worksheet, other details at the second worksheet, and sheet 3 as the third worksheet. Now, if you want to add another worksheet or one or two more worksheets, we can add it by simply clicking at the plus option which says new sheet at the bottom of the sheet. Now if I press on this plus, a new sheet gets displayed. Now let's get started and understand the functions which we can use in an MS Excel. To start with, I'm going to zoom a little bit. Yes. Now I have placed my cursor on the cell B2, that is somewhere here. Now if I write something over here, the same gets displayed in this cell. Now using the now we can, if you come under the font section, we can use bold to make the font look bold. Now suppose you want to make it italic, that is a little bit of slope, you can use the italic stroke to make it. Now suppose you want to get it underlined, you can press on this to get an underline to this. Now if you also want to get a double underline, you can go to the drop down button and click on it. It gets directly. Proceeding further, as you have inserted the functions such as bold, italic and underline on this cell. Now suppose you want to take away the functions and bring back it to the normal way. One thing you can do is click on the cell, again you click on the bold, italic or double underline column to get it to the normal stage. Otherwise we can just simply press Ctrl Z, that is undo our data. Now we go with the further functions. Now I have written my name in the B2 cell of this Excel worksheet. Now if I want to put a border to this cell, I can do that by simply clicking on the cell, come to the borders section in the home tab. If I click on the drop down button, there are so many borders which I can use to run the data. The bottom border tells that I can add a border at the bottom of the cell, top border. I can add a line at the top of the cell. Left border tells that I can add a border at the left side of the cell, and right tells that we can add a border at the right side of the cell. Now I want to put an outside border. Suppose I click on this, you can see that the cell gets displayed by a border which is an outside border that tells that everything outside that cell is border. That's it for the day, guys. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss any updates and learnings in the MS Excel. A kind request to everybody who has watched this video to comment on the comment section what you have liked, what you have disliked. I am open to every feedback which you have given so that I can implement it and come up with more insightful videos. Thank you. This is your friend Suraj signing off.